What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to bring you guys my first ever game against subs for this year in Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So before I get into the rules and everything how I'm be doing this particular game that you're about to see, let me go and show you guys my website. All Things Madden will be the future for the Madden community. This is so much more than your standard ebook website. This website right here is designed for everything that you love to do in Madden. We know you love tournaments. We know you love to play CFLs. We have money CFLs. We have free CFLs. We even give you reward points for shopping on our website. There's also an amazing feature that we put on there called Request an ebook. Now, this is the exact process that you'll go through when you actually check out, and we also offer a number of payments. So go ahead and head over to allthingsmadden.com to see what all the hype is about. Alright, man, so how I plan on doing this is I actually have a sub. He actually hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna go read it to you guys. So essentially he just told me that he wanted to play me, and I was actually in the middle of trying to complete my website, so I wasn't really playing anybody. And then he actually hit me up randomly, and he was telling me Ben called me out, and so I was like, okay, I'll play him. So I wanted to actually do random teams, so he can actually choose whatever team he wants. So you guys are gonna watch whatever he chooses. You guys are gonna see me choose random. So I might do a series with this. So if you want to play me, just hit me up on Instagram or something. I really don't care. So how I want to do this, and for all the games I'll do, so I'm gonna choose a random team, and I'm gonna choose a random offensive playbook, and I'm gonna choose a random defensive playbook, and you guys are gonna see me do that live. But the gameplay will actually be post commentary. So after we pick our teams, I pick my random team, my random offense, my random defense. Then I'll actually cut the video right there, and then we'll pick up and you'll see the post commentary gameplay. So that's how it's gonna go. Now I want to do this just to give myself a challenge, and just to show you guys that you can compete with any playbook, whether it's offense or defense. So it's gonna kind of basically whatever playbook I use, I'm gonna try to use a scheme that I've done out of that offensive playbook. And defense, I'm just gonna use a formation that looks really nice. Basically that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be laughing together pretty much. So that's the plan of this. So we're actually about to set up. Like I said, I haven't done anything. We just loaded up. His name's Band. Also, I wanted to shout out his YouTube. If I forget to link it, please make sure y'all go and check it out. Let me actually get his YouTube name right here. It's I believe it's Bando __. Yeah, so BANDO __. So if I forget to link it, that's it right there. So make sure you go check him out. He doesn't post as much, but he's up and coming. I say up and coming just because everybody can be up and coming. So whatever he decides to do with it, I hope he actually gears and actually does it. Should be a great game. Honestly, I believe it should be a great game. So I'm excited to play it. Let's see, we'll do 5 minutes, I believe is what it is. 5 minutes. We'll keep it all pro. And the only reason I'm keeping all pro is because that's what you see when you play regular online. I believe it's 5 minutes, so we'll leave it at 5 minutes. Fatigue is on, of course. Injuries is off. Don't want to deal with that. Even teams off. I don't even know what that is, but I'm pretty sure that's off. Weather, I guess we'll do off, so nothing gets crazy, like no snow or nothing. So 5 minutes, all pro, 20 excel. I believe that's what's normal. And yeah, so this is actually my first time ever doing, not ever on my channel, but the first time this year that I'm actually doing where I'm playing a sub. And I've been telling you guys I wanted to do a CFL, but we just haven't got to get it started with the CFL, So basically it's on my website, but I haven't released a date yet. So you see he did join just now. Now I'm not sure what team he is, but to show you guys that I'm doing random, I'm gonna kind of hold it right here, and I'm gonna put my head down. So I have no idea what we're doing right here, so I'm just kind of waiting. Let's see, we'll stop right about now. So we are the Vikings. Jesus Christ, we are the Vikings. Now the Vikings, they're a really bad team to use, kinda, because their defense is actually pretty terrible. So we are the Vikings. Let's see. So hopefully we get a great offense. Like I said, we'll do the same thing again, where we just kind of choose a random one. Please let me get an offense that's compatible with the Vikings, man. Please, please, please. And we are going to stop. And we are on the Titans offense. Okay, cool. Not bad. Not bad for the Titans offense. Now defense. Let's see what we can get on defense. Hopefully we can get something that's somewhat good. Please, let's see. And we're going to stop. And we got the Saints defense. So I have no idea what we're going to do here. We got the Titans offense, Saints defense. I'm not sure what he's going to get yet, but this is what we're rocking with right here. And we're going to go ahead and use change the uniforms, see what we can do. I normally love to do color rush when I do this type of stuff. So I like to normally change the socks to kind of make them, not the socks, but the shoes, make them all white. That's normally just me. I like to look clean out there with the all whites on. So yeah, we'll go like that, and make sure everything is still set. Titans offense, Saints defense, man. I never used the Saints defense on here, so I have no idea what fronts they have. I believe it's 4-3 though, so I don't believe we have 3-4. I believe my opponent did random teams as well, and he got a great team with the Texans. So it's pretty even. Texas actually is a low-key sleeper team though, honestly, especially since they have Deshaun Watson, have fast receivers, so it should be a great game. All right, so here we go, man. Now this playbook actually does have dime normal, so we are going to be pretty okay. And thankfully, our opponent is coming out in a gun formation, so we have dime normal. Now, some of y'all, my OGs, know this year I kind of been really liking this dime normal. It's not in a Dolphins playbook, which is normally my normal, but normally I am in, if I'm not in Dolphins, I would be in multiple D, but since we were not able to choose our playbooks, thankfully the Saints does have dime normal. Now, our opponent is going to be in gun cluster, and now, the reason I like this video, the reason I wanted to do this is so you guys can see how I like to defend certain formations, and you know, just basically that's it, really just how I defend certain formations and offense, just to show you guys what I like to run, or how I can, you know, just pretty much come up with a scheme pretty much with anything on the fly. And it's just basically because I know this game really well, and obviously we're into August now, and so you guys obviously know this game really well too, and Madden 23 is around the corner, and so you know, just trying to put out different things. Now, like when Madden 23 comes out, I won't be doing any pretty much any playing subs. I may not. Now, only time I will is if you guys are interested in joining the Money CFL, but we'll talk about that here in a little while. But if you guys, well, we can mention it right now. But if you guys are interested in joining the Money CFL, I'm not going to be doing it until Madden 23. And if you guys are interested, just make sure you check out my website, stay up to date on that. Now, you don't need to go and purchase it just yet, because I haven't decided like what the rules will be, you know, how much it'll be, what we'll play for, like how much we're playing for, but all that will be on the website, you know, so you'll be able to just see it, and then you'll be able to you know, buy in if you like to. Now, one thing I have to do too is so I want to do a PS4 and Xbox, but as you guys know, I actually only have not PS4, excuse me. I want to do a current gen, I want to do a next gen also, but it all depends on how many people, you know. So that's what, so like if we have primarily current gen, then we'll actually just do current gen, you know. So that's kind of the way it goes. Now I want you guys to also remember that I don't have Xbox or next gen Xbox, so the ones I'll play in would be obviously the PS4 current, or if I get the PS5, which I'll probably end up getting it soon. I wanted to wait till it's in stores, and it's just about at that point now where they're starting to have more stocked in stores. It's not there yet, but once they do, then I'll have a PS5 obviously. So for right now, it's right there, we get a great lurk right there, but for right now it'll only be PS4 current gen that I'll participate in, but I'll also host, you know, Xbox. So if you guys want to play, and you guys want to make sure your money's safe, money's good, everything's getting ran smoothly, then I'll actually run it, you know, and you guys can just join, and you know, you can play your games and whatnot, and you know, the champions, whoever makes it to the you know, to the Super Bowl, then I'll actually showcase, or the playoffs. I might do playoffs or Super Bowl, I'm not sure which one. I'll probably do playoffs, so that way everybody can get a chance to kind of, you know, get some spotlight on my channel. You know, maybe if you have your own YouTube channel and it's not, you know, that big, mine's not that big anyways, but you know, exposure is good no matter how many subs you have, you know. So that's kind of my way of, you know, just saying, hey, if you guys are Xbox, you know, you guys are competitive and you know, you want to join, then you could definitely join. It right there, we throw a nice dot right there to Adam Thielen. But yeah, man, if you guys want to join that, just stay up to date. It's not, don't join it now, but just, you know, be on the lookout, because I do want to start it as soon as Madden 23 drops. And if we have enough people, then, you know, you guys will be seeing me upload CFL gameplay along with my scheme videos, because we'll definitely be rolling out the schemes here in Madden 23. And that's why I like playing, that's why I like actually doing, I may do like 1 or 2 more games like this where I play a sub. Now if you want to play me, like I said, please make sure you message me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and make sure you are on PS4 current gen, because I don't have Xbox. Right now they don't have crossplay, which is crazy that they don't have crossplay for Madden. I think that's something they should have added. But anyways, make sure you message me and we'll try to set up a time. Now if it's too close to Madden 23 coming out, then I probably won't be doing any games. So it really just depends. But so you guys might not know, but my videos are made in advance. So for example, today is actually August 1st, so I don't believe you'll see this video until about the 10th maybe, or probably like the 8th to 10th, somewhere in that range. So you know, we're getting really close to Madden 23 coming out, so about time you guys see this video, I may be still doing games, I'm not sure at this point. So just make sure you stay up to date with me on that. So yeah, make sure I turn my ringer off, because sometimes the vibrations will be heard on the mic. So anyways, Yeah, man, I actually had a lot of fun this game, though. Right there, only reason I threw that, you guys might be wondering why, but if you kind of go back and look, all I seen was just him get a great release off the line. I seen him start to run past him. I said, you know what, he looks like he's about to get open. So we actually just trusted him and threw it, you know. So in the real life, or, you know, I would never throw that or something. Well, actually, real life, I would throw that, but Madden, it's just animation based a lot of times. So sometimes they'll give you a good animation, sometimes they won't. You know, so I was very fortunate I was able to catch the ball right here. So we are up 7. We're looking good right now. And like I said, since he seems like he wants to be a passer, that's what made me actually really excited to actually play this game, because like I said, I never played this dude before. If I happened to match up with him, it would have been online, but I don't think I've ever played him before. So it was actually pretty fun, you know. So right there, he's gonna take his underneath because that's what was giving him. But these are my favorite games to play, you know. So notice he hasn't really ran the ball any. Now that doesn't mean, you know, I don't know how to stop the run, obviously, but it's just nice to play somebody that passes the ball. Like if he was a runner, then I probably would. This video wouldn't be this long, honestly, if he was a runner. And the reason I say that is because, for one, when you run the ball, it chews the clock out, essentially. And for two, I would probably like fast forward some of this to where, you know, I might skip drives or something, just so it won't be an extremely long video just being boring, you know. That's why I like, you know, I'm glad he's passing it so you guys can see what route concepts he's putting together, what defense I have on the field, how it fares, what I could have did, you know, a different adjustment, you know, how I combat what he's doing, how he adjusts to what I'm doing. And you can't really get none of that when they're running the ball every play, you know. So I'm really glad, you know, that's the case. And now I don't know if he has like a favorite team he likes to run with. Obviously everybody kind of has their favorite team, so based on what I'm saying, I don't know if he just has like a team and scheme that he runs like with a particular team, or if he just kind of, you know, did a random team and chose that playbook. I'm not really sure, but regardless, he seems like he's a really decent opponent. Definitely a passer, and I really love, like I said, I really love that. It's right there. He just got unfortunate right there, and we were able to capitalize on the pick, just because you know how Madden is, man. They throw the ball all weird, and you know when you get hit and they just throw it right to the defender. But we were on it for sure, but you know, definitely got a bad animation there, but we'll take it though, you know, we'll take it. So now we're up 14. We're definitely on defense now, so we're feeling good, you know. So really one more stop is what we need, and we have faith that we can go down and score, maybe be up 21, you know, maybe. So like I said, I know it doesn't seem like it yet, but this is a fun game, man. So like I said, I like to kind of, if you guys are wondering about my defense, it's like I like to do a high pressure defenses. So notice, like, normally I always blitz 6, well, counting my users right there, we get a nice hit stick and he does run it for the first time, but excuse me. So right there, normally, like I said, I like to send 6, or I'll send, so I'm counting my user when I say I'm sending, because I normally touch the offensive line, so technically I'm counted as a blitzer. So sometimes I'll send 6, or right there I actually send 7 technically, where I'll send it 2 outsides to where I don't have to touch a lineman. So I like to kind of play high pressure, or I'll play all out coverage where I only rush 4 people, or I may rush 3 if I put a quarterback spy. So it's just really a nice versatile defense, you know. Now I hope it really works well on Madden 23. The only thing that sucks is that sometimes you can get ran on if you're not careful. And that's just one of the only things you have to be wary of. Now right there, that was a great job by my opponent, actually putting the running back on the out route to that side, because I was blitzing that slot cornerback. So that's why I say I love those chess matches things, you know. So it tells me right there that he definitely understands what he's doing, and he's actually paying attention to what I'm doing, you know. Because there's some people, you guys know, who will just run like 1 or 2 setups, and then that's their whole offense, you know. And then after that, you stop 1 or 2 setups, they don't know what to do, you know. And right there, like I said, another example of finding an open guy. So you might be wondering how that got open or what happened. So essentially, I put my outside corner in a quarter, and I'm not playing zone drop, so he's actually going to match. And if you guys don't know, quarters normally match with their wide receiver 1. So that wide receiver 1, I believe, ran a drag or a slant or something, and then the running back went a real wheel route. Now, a quarter flat couldn't take the running back because he actually put like a slant or a drag on the opposite side to pull down my quarter flat. So it's just a great, ended up being a great call versus my defense. So, you know, right here I decided to go man coverage. I haven't really went man. I wanted to see what he was going to have for man, and right there he had a perfect dot cooked up to specifically beat man coverage with that little out route. So great dot by my opponent right there. So we are only up 7 now, you know. So now we have to fight, you know. So right here, one thing I will say about my opponent, he played really great defense, honestly. You guys will be able to see that throughout the video. He really made it hard to make some of these reads, and some of these reads I was being greedy on. Is right here, we're going to throw that right there. Now I only threw that because his user was not actually on it, he was just following it. And so sometimes, you know, some people might think that's, you know, like a EA blessing me or something, but no, it's actually just because his user wasn't respecting it. He was just trailing it, you know, in hopes that something else could be open for, like basically he could lurk something else, so I guess just playing a little while, I kind of learned how to just tell the difference between somebody actually guarding it versus trying to just make it look like they're guarding it. As right there we do find a nice seam, and we are 4 for 5 for 100 yards. So right now we're playing perfect football right now. We're making the correct reads that we should make. And normally I actually don't alter through formations, but if I'm doing a video and I know I'm going to show you guys a video, then I do like to actually throw it, try to throw a perfect game. As right there, that was not a perfect throw. So if you go back and look, I seen the gap open, but I should have known better. I had no business throwing that. There were 2 people sitting right there, yes, but I figured if I lowballed it, then maybe the worst case scenario, it'll be like a pass breakup. But so you can see that gap right there, and in Madden you just can't throw that. Now in real life that's a completion, just because the linebackers are too far away from each other. But in real life, I had no business throwing that, so I knew that. But anyways, right here we are I'm gonna show you. So this is my favorite trips defense. You guys might know. If you don't know, if you're kind of new-ish, this is my favorite way to defend trips. Now there are a couple different variations I do. It all depends on what they want to do. So right here, you can kind of tell why I said it's my favorite variation. So that was verticals. So with that particular setup, it actually does do a pretty decent job of taking away that tight end drag route. It just now if he would have waited, it would have got open on the sideline a little more, but it does typically do a good job of taking that away, honestly. So we are going to capitalize on that, and we are back up to 14 points. So we're trying to close this gap right here. So he's going to be in cluster again, and this is one of my favorite ways to defend bunch. Like I was telling you guys, essentially I alternate between putting that outside guy in a quarter or a third. So right here I put him in a quarter since he motioned him out, because I wanted him to match onto him. So right there, that was the opposite side corner, and he is going to be able to make a play. And I actually did decide to actually send some heat at him, so that's why it was kind of like that. So right here he's going to come back to cluster, and I normally love to put that safety up top, Harrison Hitman Smith. I like to put him in a deep half, so that guy, it actually stops the one-play touchdowns from match coverage, that bombs match coverage. And right here, we were all over the playmaker. I knew he was going to playmaker. He was the only guy right there, and we just, that actually should have probably been another pick, maybe even a pick 6, possibly, but nothing we can really do about that. They don't let you catch everything on here, sadly, at least when it's me. So if I threw that read, my opponent with a 10 out of 10 called a pick on that. So it is what it is. I'm not complaining, nothing. It is what it is. So we are back on defense, man. Well, we're still on defense, excuse me. So right here, rule of thumb, if you want to run my trips defense, if they ever motion a guy outside and let him sit, then you normally want to man him up. And right here, I have no words. I don't know, man. I have no words. I have no idea how they let him throw that, considering he drifted to the left of the pocket, threw it all the way across his body, all the way to the right side of the field, and just an absolute perfect pass. Like, that is actually crazy. That's a pass I expect from like Russell Wilson or Patty Mahomes or somebody, not Deshaun Watson. No disrespect, I know Deshaun Watson's good, but he's just not, his overall just isn't stacked on here like it is. I think he's like an 85 on here. So, just wasn't expecting that, man. I want to say good read, but I don't even want to say good read on that throw. I'll just say EA did bless him. That's what I'll say. Now, right there is a great read, because my quarter flat, every now and again, if quarter flats don't have immediately something to do, they do kind of dumb out, even though he did match it late. He just pretty much dumbed out. But yeah, man, so right here I was actually looking for a faster player, because Harrison Smith does have 88 speed. I think it is 88. But that's why I was like, you know what, let's actually put somebody faster right there. So I was going to grab, I couldn't remember his name though, that's why it took me so long, and I still don't have the right person. The person I was looking for, I think his name is Hand, like his last name is Hand. That's the only reason I remember it. No, Boyd, I think it was. It's Boyd or Hand, I forget which one, but one of them has 91 speed. I forget off the top of my head, but that was the person I was trying to find, and I'm pretty sure it is Boyd. It might be. I'm pretty sure it is Boyd that has 91 speed, but yeah, I think if we had Boyd right there, that 10 out of 10 would have been a pick. But even still, that's Harrison Smith. He has a X factor or ability on him or something. So right there, great dive by my opponent, but he definitely gets cheated right there. Well, I ain't gonna say cheated, but it's tough to make that throw on Madden. In real life, you could definitely make that throw, but on Madden, it's a hit or miss whether they let you drag your feet. So I decided to put that guy in a vertical hook to take that away, and I wanted to bank on the fact of him not putting nothing in the flats on that left side. And of course, great decision by my opponent to put a flat route, because that's why I like playing that chess match. Because I wanted to see if he'll actually take it. If he'll look at it again. Because some people are ignorant, they'll try to throw the same thing again. So great job by my opponent right there to not be ignorant. So I can tell, like I said, he's a great player, and I love playing great people on here, because what aggravates me the most on Madden is if you're playing somebody, you could tell that they just aren't that good and they're just getting blessed. Now right here, I really wanted circle. I thought I was gonna get some type of animation. Now I know that's a terrible read. I did have that in route open in man coverage, but I was being greedy technically. I just didn't think that I didn't think that Reed would be able to just bag Westbrook like that, because Westbrook does have 92 speed, but I think Reed has 94 if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't know. I don't even know if it's that high, but I just wasn't expecting him to bag that route like that, honestly, because it was a post route and I figured he was gonna be able to win, but he just didn't win. And so right here now we actually kind of have to hold the door, because if we don't, we're really just about to be tied up right here. Now I actually didn't even see this route developing. Actually really great route that he did. So that was the zig and go, I believe it is, the dig and go, whichever. It's one of those, but it's a man beater, but it all got congested in the middle, and really just great play. Honestly, it was just a great play, because I hardly ever went man. So had I been playing some type of zone, I definitely would have been on that as my user. But great play though, great play. So we are tied up now. Yeah, man, I pretty much just blew a 14-point lead just like that. So now we're in position to try to go down and get some points before half. So right here I'm trying to figure out what he's playing. Looks like man coverage. So what I'm doing here is putting a post, and I put a basically a flat route to hold the man or the zone defender, and then I got a triangle on the post route, so I can in route, excuse me. So right there we are going to dump it down, because he wasn't playing the flat, so we are going to be able to pick up some nice yards. So our stats aren't looking good at this point. We're 5 for 8 for 2 picks, so definitely not how we want to start off this game. We'll start off this half, excuse me. So hopefully we can put some dots together. It won't look so bad. So right here, I'm just kind of seeing what it is. So it's definitely going to be some type of man. But I see X, and I'm gonna stand behind that was a great read. Now it was a great read, but we just got unfortunate. So if you go back and look, that D tackle actually fought through 2 of my offensive linemen, and just to get a pressure on me at the last second. So I see my offensive lineman right there. I figured he would at least block him, stand in his way, punch him something, So like, look at this. He just completely bullied 71, and that just caused him to throw out a sack. So I'm gonna stand behind that and say that was not a bad read. The only thing I'll say I probably should have maybe done was rolled out the pocket, like ran out the pocket and threw it. That's the only thing that maybe I should have done, threw it on the run, So if that's one thing I had to take away from that, then that's what I'll go with. It's right there. Thankfully, we actually get the ball right back. So we get blessed. Now, had my opponent threw that route earlier, it would actually been open, because it was a man match and it was a zig route. So that's why I got open earlier, but it's a man match. So that's why he was running back to it. So if he had thrown his ball a little bit earlier, he would have had it, but he threw it a tad bit too late, and that's why we were able to come back and get the interception. So, yeah. So, only thing I hate about Madden, I ain't gonna say hate, but the only thing that aggravates me on Madden is that they kind of make it to, at least Madden 22, they make it to where you have to have certain abilities just to be able to have a competitive advantage. So basically you pretty much have to have an escape artist quarterback. That's true on current and next gen, especially on MUT. It's like you have to have that escape artist, or you have to have that hot route master. If you don't have either one of those, you're really going to struggle. Now right there, I know that looked like a bad read, but I seen the gap, and normally they will let you throw that, so that's why I definitely did throw that. Now my opponent was actually playing a really interesting defense. So what I believe he was doing was playing basically cover 2, but he was taking a guy and putting him, not cover 2, I believe he was playing like a cover 3 on one end, and then playing like a mid read instead of a deep safety with vertical hooks out there. That's what I'm assuming he was doing. I haven't really figured it out. I didn't really figure it out this game, but it really was a unique defense. I really liked it. I really liked what he was doing, honestly. So right here, my thought process is man coverage, and I want to see where my user is going to go between X and triangle. But basically, he did a great job of putting the purple right there. So we're going to dump it down, get a tiny bit sticky, and in classic EA fashion, he's going to hit stick him right into the end zone. So we were able to get blessed right there with the touchdown. So now we're in the second half, man. We're up 7. We really should be up more, but a couple bad decisions by us on offense has costed us to be a closer game, and my opponent's playing great defense. It's not taking away nothing from him. It was a tough read because he's mixing up coverages. He's doing everything he should be doing. Definitely is a fun game. So we do need to go down and get points. So at this point, I'm thinking any points is good points, because we are up 7, and we have been playing really well on defense, despite giving up some easy touchdowns by accident with some match coverage principles. But right here, I wanted R1, so I wanted him to playmaker him to try to get that guy out there to get some more yards. And one thing I hate about Madden, you can tell right there, Hopefully on Madden 23 they fixed this, but they do not let you lock on to people. I don't know what it is about Madden 22 where they just don't let you auto lock to where you can actually put your guy in position to make a play. It's so hard. It's like you can just dump the ball down and get 30 yards because you can just easily make guys miss. And it's one of the more frustrating things in Madden. But right there, I threw that because I was reading that safety, and I seen he was kind of like in the mid read, and he went at the last second. That's what made me know he was playing the mid read. And I was like, Justin Jefferson should be able to outrun this guy. But we got a bad pass. Honestly, I was trying to throw it even more over his head, but I had to end up aggressive catching it, just to end up, trying to at least catch the ball. And that's why I put Justin Jefferson there for that post. Thankfully, he was able to come down with it, though, so right here, we are first and 10, so I did decide to kind of heat him up, send a little pressure. Now, right there, that is the only thing about playing match coverage you have to worry about is getting your quarter glitched out. That was my outside cornerback that got glitched out, and just great play. It was a great play. And one thing about running match coverage when you switch from match to not match, you have to be mindful of what formations your opponent is going to try to glitch out your match coverage in. That's one thing that, I always try to be mindful about. Is right there, so I'm like in my mind, okay, when he runs come out of the empty formation, he motions that guy, I can't have him in a quarter because he will get glitched out, so that's just one thing I have to know. So that's why I don't mind on here. That's why I do give up points, because I really don't run the meta defenses and stuff like that. I try not to, just to show you guys that you don't need to. You just need to have an understanding of what your opponent's trying to do to you. So right here, I just decided just to cook this out. I like the way the concept looked is. So we're gonna make them choose between R1 and X, and we're all gonna be able to dump it down to X. Now we possibly even had circle right there on that post route. So this one is actually really good too. Trips while flex. You can do a lot of good stuff out of it, especially if you have a slot apprentice. And this is just why this is why I love doing this stuff on my channel, because I love showing you guys. Because what used to aggravate me so much, y'all, is that people who never heard of my channel before, I'll like put out a scheme. Let's say bunch, I just went to bunch wide flip, or let's say trips tight end offset, right? So let's just say trips tight end offset, I put out a scheme, and then I'll have somebody comment who's never heard of my channel, they just seen it pop up in a recommendation, they watch it. They don't even watch it, actually. They just literally look at the title and then they come straight to the comment section. Oh, this is so-and-so scheme. You're stealing so-and-so scheme, without even watching the video. And then normally what happens is the same thing that happens. I tell them, this is what my channel's built on. I built my channel on, making my own schemes. There's no reason for me to even, there's literally no reason for me to look at somebody else and be like, oh, I'm gonna steal his stuff. There's no reason, because I already know, I know what I'm doing. I'm not a newbie, like I know how to put together an offense, So right there, real quick, it's like, only thing I hate too is that I just didn't even I tried to put myself in front of him to get an ad catch over him. But like I said, it's just, I don't know, Justin Reed just might be that guy like that, because he was just absolutely bagging Westbrook, and I threw it up there just so I could try to click on and maybe get a swerve catch or just maybe get in front of him, but they wasn't allowing none of that. So anyways, this was the formation I was telling you guys about. So this is just called being a smart Madden player. So notice I put that cornerback in the outside third, so now we don't have to worry about getting glitched. So now he's going to have to do something else if he wants to dot me up. Now he did go with another play call, but that's fine because we still play perfect defense. So yeah, man, it's just about, I have to say that all the time on my channel. As far as people comment and that, like I said about the target, I hate that. That should have never been, unless he broke the tackle, I'd have been cool with that. But anyways, dealing with my channel, man, it's just a lot of people just, not a lot of people, some people would just say, oh, I seen so and so run this, you're still in their scheme and blah blah blah. I'd be like, why would I have to do that? It makes literally no sense, so it's just a lot of things. That's why I like to do meta and off meta, and that's why I like to show you guys this type of stuff. So when I put out formations, you guys already know, like, okay, Rail understands what he's doing, Rail knows what he's doing, because I want to have that trust with you guys, because when I give you something, I want you to be able to go out and run it, and I want you to be able to be successful, and you will be successful, because it's going to be concepts that only I've come up with, or maybe somebody else. I'm not saying I'm the only person who could. I'm just saying that, like, it's not meta, it's not like, it's not like trips tight end, PA crossers, put a streak, put a slant, motion across, and that's my video. It's not nothing like that. It's actual concepts that, aren't popular in the Madden scene, so that's, like I said, man, my goal with my channel is not to be the best player. I mentioned this in my last video or the video before that, I forget which one, but my goal on this channel is not to be the best player. I don't have any intentions of trying to say I'm, top, regs player or weekend league player or none of that. That's not I don't really have any interest in that. So what my interest comes in is just giving you guys the tools so you can be number one on the weekend league board, so you can be number one on the regs board, so you can win however much money you win in the tournaments, you know, or in the you know, money games. That's what I want, you know. I want you guys to be successful in that way. So that's, I would say, I don't do this, guy. I don't do this to just try to gloat and, you know, none of that. I want you guys to be the one to be able to gloat, and all I ask is just, you know, hey, just shout a dude out. You know, you only gotta, you know, you only really gotta shout me out. You can personally shout me out. You know, you don't gotta do it. You only gotta do it on the internet. You know, I'm not looking for none of that. I just, you know, I just love hearing it. You know, so if I helped you out, hey, you know, I just love hearing it. That's really all. But right here, third and goal, I manned up that guy just in case he tried to do that little glitch where he gets the sideline. So I used Eric Kendricks because he does have a lurker, so that way if he did throw it, we probably would have got a great animation. So we are going to be able to hold him fourth and goal. So this is actually a really important play, because if he does not get this, he probably loses this game, simply because he's down 7 already and it's getting closer to the fourth quarter. So he really needs this right here. And now what I didn't realize is that he is in trips tight end. Excuse me. So in trips tight end, this play level sail with that tight end route, it's very known that tight end route can actually get over the top of every zone. So the best way to defend it is actually if I would have put that outside cornerback in the outside quarter, and then I would actually have manned up the tight end with a linebacker. That would have definitely took that concept away. But definitely my fault for not actually utilizing that. So right here, I was looking at this post route by Square, so I figured he was gonna play that little man with a mid read. So I was trying to see if I can actually glitch out that mid read, and I kind of liked what I seen. It looked like I was about to glitch him out, so I decided to hurry up offense and run it again. So instead of the play action, I'm actually just gonna block my running back, so this way I can actually get a little bit more time, because some play actions have better block and some of them don't. So right here, I just seen X. I knew I had to take it. I didn't want to just wait on it, so we are gonna be able to pick up a nice game. So we're really having a bad game, honestly. 11 for 17, 4 picks, and you know, we just aren't playing good, honestly. And I don't know, but this game felt really long while playing it, honestly, and I think that's what kind of was. Maybe it's because we both were passing the ball all the time and nobody's really running the ball, but this game felt extremely long because Jesus, you know, like the third quarter, like this just ending, and it felt like it felt like this game was just going on and on and on. And honestly, man, I really wish I could run the ball. You know, I swear I'm legit the worst at running the ball. So 4th and 2 right here. Now this setup right here, I was wondering if he's gonna play cover 2, so that's why I was actually putting this guy on the post route and then the in route, so it's gonna split those safeties. He played it. Now I had triangle and R1. I seen him, but I also seen how X was gonna get open. I just got greedy. That I don't know how else to put it. I just got greedy. I was looking at X and R1. Now, like I said, I did see R1, but I seen X about to break open because the cornerback was getting ready to suck down. So just, you know, it's stupid. You know, honestly, it was stupid. Please don't. You know, if you're in that situation, literally just take your underneath. You know, just manage with the 1st and 10. Don't get greedy on 4th down. So that's definitely my fault right there. And normally when you mess up, it's gonna cost you a touchdown for sure. So he is gonna throw a nice dot right there. Now he's doing pretty good, honestly. 17 for 28, I believe 358. And he does have 5 touchdowns with 4 picks. So, you know, I mean, not a perfect game, obviously, but he's, you know, it shows you that he's, you know, he has a high caliber style offense, you know, that he calls. Now, keep in mind, some of those were just kind of one play touchdown bombs from my match coverage I was playing, but regardless, he's still, you know, he's still throwing a great game, you know. So right here, he's gonna look to pass the ball, so we are gonna sit on his read. I'm pretty sure that was his read. Now, one thing I hope they fix on Madden is that right there. There should be no reason that 3 people are coming after a quarterback when you send a spy. If I put a spy on the field, I expect only the spy to go, you know, but it's something they still can't get right. I think that's been broken since like Madden 19 or something, where spies, when you send a spy, just takes everybody in that area and takes them. Hopefully that's something that they do work on. So right here, I'm actually thinking that he's going to try to do some type of flood concept on the right side, so that's why I was using that right side safety. Now, had he threw the in route, had he threw that the tight end angle route, I believe that was the angle route, he would have got a touchdown for sure. Or I believe that was a running back. I'm not sure who ran it, but had he thrown that, he definitely would have got a touchdown, but he got a little greedy himself. Tried to get the back of the end zone and just wasn't open, thankfully. So we did capitalize on that. That's going to be kind of a critical error because he really needed that touchdown, because he actually would have been up 7 points and then I would have been one coming from behind. But if I score here, technically I have 2 options. Either I can milk the clock and you know, kick a game winning field goal. But I don't like playing like that unless it's like money involved, then I'll do that. But normally I don't like playing like that. But the second option is just score with as little time left as possible, which that is something that I would like to do. So right here, I noticed that he had to run with square, so we are going to find a nice dot to triangle, and we do swerve inside so our blockers can get him. And he gets terrible tackle animations, but it's okay because we're going to take it straight to the end zone, man. So yeah, man. Actually, my stuff is on a timer, so we're actually about to go ahead and skip over. So hold on for 1 second. All right, so we're back here now. So when I record these videos, after 30 minutes, I have to reset it to where it actually captures it at the same time. It's kind of weird, I know, but I can't record over 30 minutes. So that's why normally I try to keep my videos under 30 minutes. But this time is a little exception since, you know, I wanted you guys to see how the game would end. I didn't want to kind of fast forward it and be like, oh, hey, you know, this is what happened. You know, so I'd rather you guys see it in the clutch time, you know, the crunch time. So right here we got 1st and 10, and he's going to come out and gun bunch. And one thing I noticed about him, which, I mean, it's true to everybody, you know. So he has about 5 formations that he runs, that he alters through, which actually is a really good amount for that's how I know he is a kind of upper caliber player, because normally upper caliber people, they'll actually have different formations they audible to. And I don't believe he's in the custom. I don't believe, you guys can let me know. I don't know what playbook, I don't remember what playbook he's in, but I'm not even sure if it's a custom or not. But yeah, it's really rare to see, not rare, but like I said, it's in your upper skill level people where they'll actually you know, just have different formations they go to. Now, what makes this game fun is that he didn't really run the same plays out of the same formations, if that makes sense. Because some people have 5 plays they go to, 5 formations, but only like one play out of that formation, you know. And that's how I kind of judge how good people are based on how they play. Like I said, like if you're extremely beginner, you just, you know, you're really gonna ask Madden every single time. And if you're kind of good, you're gonna have like 5 formations with only 5 setups, and like basically 1 setup per formation. And if you're in the upper tier, in my opinion, you'll actually have about 5 setups out of like, you'll pretty much have like 2 or 3 setups per formation. You might run like 3 or 4 formations, you know. And to me, that's like your upper tier people. Now, if you're, you know, to me, if you're almost a pro, what you're gonna do is actually have 1 formation that you run, honestly. And the reason I say that is because you have setups that beat every single setup in the game that you could possibly do. Now, technically, that is, I mean, you know, not, well, yeah, basically you're gonna have every setup, you're gonna have setups that beat every single coverage, you know, out of that 1 formation, you know. And the reason I say pro level, because it takes a lot of Madden IQ to actually do that, because it makes a formation work. And I'm not talking about MUT, I'm not talking about you know, well, I mean, you can include MUT. You can include MUT. You know, you might have Hot Route Master or Slaughter Princess, but you have setups for every single play. And you have multiple setups, not just like 5 setups versus 5 coverage. No, you have multiple, at least like 8, 9 setups that you do, and you actually understand what you're doing. You know, so you understand why you're putting the setups together. Like that, to me, that's what makes you almost a pro level player. You know. Because there's a lot of people who actually have setups which they don't really understand, like the whys behind why they do it. They just see, you know, they just watch a video and then the person shows them random coverages that, oh, hey, just call this setup. And then, you know, you don't know why you're doing it. You're just calling it because he said so, you know. And that's what made me build my channel how I did, actually, if you guys wanted to know. It's because, you know, I used to run into that problem, too, where people didn't really explain themselves. And I was just kind of confused, and I was running only because they told me to. That's right there. We find a nice dot right there. But, you know, it's just those things. And also, we are 13 for 19, 351, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. We're definitely not playing a good game, but right here, this was no disrespect to my opponent. He did get cheated. I actually didn't get to talk about it, but he definitely got cheated on that out route, and I wanted to give him a chance. And I could have probably just milked the clock, kicked the field goal, try to score, but I wanted to give him a chance. That's why I did that, so he can have the ball on the 20. Excuse me, just to kind of simulate, you know, well, just kind of him to have a chance. You know, I didn't want to go too far down to not give him one, so. This was just basically his redo. I wanted to give him just another chance to kind of try to go down there and score, just to see if we can, you know, maybe take it to OT, or if he can, you know, I wanted to feel good about the win, you know. Like if I win, I wanted to feel good about it, you know. So right here, he's gonna be induced close. And now normally last time he ran this, he ran like a flood style concept where he threw that flat route to the right side. So that's why I did put that guy out there. And you can't throw that, you know. So that's pretty much gonna end it though. But now what I do decide to actually give him another chance. Like I said, it wasn't on any disrespectful type of thing, not at all. I just wanted to give him another chance. honestly, because if he can score in like 8 seconds, however much time is gonna be left. If he can score in, what's that, 6 seconds? I do apologize. I do live right next to the train tracks, I should say. For those of you guys that might not know, but if he can score in 6 seconds, he deserves the OT. Honestly, like that's how I feel. So that's why I was like, I'll give him a chance. I could have kicked the field goal, then I'd have made no chance at all. But some people have those last play. Some people have those last play type of scenarios, and I just wanted to see if he did or not. So I'm doing the safe thing, to just put my guys in deep halves. Nothing serious. I'm putting middle third. So we're basically gonna try to protect from any type of bombs. And I do have a quarter out there that should be, getting in the way of everything. So right there, he is gonna take his flat route, or not flat route, excuse me, like a slant or whatever. So, yeah, 2 seconds left. We'll see if he can do something. If not, then it definitely was a good game. But regardless, this was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun playing it. It just felt really long. I know that. I did message him, and I'm like, "Does this game feel long to you?" And he was like, "Yeah." So he definitely had the same feeling that it was a long game, man. But regardless, though, it was just, had a lot of fun. But tight Y off is what he's gonna come out in. And also, let me know what you guys want to see before Madden 23 comes out. Like, do you want to see some more kind of games like this, or do you want to see more schemes? Like, what do you want to see? 'Cause I'm running out of ideas here. I'm running out of ideas. Y'all don't watch me get whooped. Y'all watch me get whooped on twice in mud. With a bad team, and you guys watch me beat on people in mud draft. You guys seeing right now sub game. So just let me know what you want to see, man. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.